Hello, hi, welcome in everyone. Welcome to TT's Urban Pantry. So, I'm gonna jump right into it. I have some oils back there that I had been steeping since Wednesday. I started them on Wednesday, so on Wednesday I did I just put them in the pot and put them on low for about 2 hours. And then I just took them all out of the pot and, let them cool down all together. And then Thursday evening, so about 24 hours later, Thursday evening, then I took, hi, Mike. Mike, how have you been? And what's for dinner? Hi, Kenyatta's Journey. How are you today? How was your day? So, what I was saying was, I have some oils back there that have been steeping since Wednesday. Altogether, they steeped in the pot on low for about 6 hours. But then just them being in room temperature, they're going to steep anyways. I've seen some people where they steep their oils either from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. Putting it in a pot on a pot of water on low temperature just speeds up the process. So I do like to at least start it that way. I'm good, chicken. I'm lazy. So I was not feeling my best last weekend. And I made some eucalyptus chest rub. And it's good. It's better than the first time I tried to make chest rub, where I used, I think, coconut oil, a little bit of shea butter, and then some essential oil. But last week I used the same process and I steeped some oil, but all I had was the eucalyptus. It's good, but it wasn't giving, so I did it again. So back there I have some calendula that I'm going to make a calendula salve out of. I also have my eucalyptus blend, which is eucalyptus, peppermint, cardamom, rosemary, and thyme. Then I'm going to make a chest rub out of. And then I have some oregano oil that I'm actually just going to keep that oil. I'm not going to make a salve or anything out of it. Exciting. So when I made the calendula oil the first time, I loved it. Or the calendula salve the first time, I loved it on my skin, on my face, my hands. I would put it on my feet after a shower and put my socks on. I loved it. Has anyone else out there dabbled or sampled with any herbs or anything? And what do you do with yours? I know Miss Shirley, OG Gardner, did a fantastic live on Thursday talking about the herbs and benefits and a couple of resources and everything. So I'm really still getting started. And I've been doing herbs for a while, mostly for teas. But this is the first time where I've made a tincture or a salve or any type of infused oils or anything. I'm working on knitting my temperature blanket. I used to want a temperature blanket when I was first crocheting. And then they started to intimidate me. So I never did it. But that is one of my goals, to do a temperature blanket. I've made balms and salves. Nice. How long have you been making them? Like I said, I'm brand new to the process, but it only took one time for me to fall in love with it. I will make soaps, body butter, body oils, shower steamers, bath bombs, toilet bombs. I'll do stuff like that. Cleaning things for the house. But this is the first time that I've done a salve or anything like that. Hi, Miss Felicia. How are you? I was just talking about you. Were your ears ringing? Last year was my first time I made a lotion bar. How do you like your lotion bar? I made a lotion bar for the first time last year, and I made it 3 times because the first time I felt like it was a little too hard. And then the second time I felt like it was too soft. So by the third time, I feel like I got it that right, like temperature where it didn't just melt in my hand, but then I could still kind of rub it and get everything off of it. And I actually got these little tins to put my lotion bars in, but I've been using them for my salves and the chest cream. So this is the eucalyptus cream that I made last week. Very green. I'm just opening it. I can smell it. It was too hard. I had to switch to butters. That's what I felt like with the lotion bars. I just had to get like my perfect blend. Hey, Broke Farmer. Hi, Miss Ann. How are you guys today? What you got going on? So Kenyatta, did you use beeswax in your lotion bar? That was the first time I ever used any beeswax. And then I have the calendula salve here, which is melted because it's really warm in this kitchen. So I can't really hold it up, but I'll put some on my hand. Just watching you, girl. Thank you. You didn't like the shea butter. I really like the shea butter. That was one thing I feel like I don't want to go without. I've got cocoa butter. Not adjusted to the cocoa butter yet, but the shea butter, I love. Yes, beeswax calendula was my first balm. That was mine first too. And like I said, I love it. It only made 3 of those little tins. So I have some back there. That's what we're going to make today. The calendula and the eucalyptus. And then I have the oregano oil that I'm just going to let drain. So I guess I'll start with the oregano oil, and I'll show you that real quick. I used almond oil, and it's full of oregano. And this has been going since Wednesday, since Miss Felicia's live on Wednesday, because I did them all while I was listening to her. So I am going to just get this drained. So I have my little makeshift thing here. And then I'm going to put this on it. Because I don't need the oil right now today, I'm just going to let drain naturally. I'm not going to use any of my cheesecloth for it. And it smells amazing. See that oil? And here's all the oregano. I might have been heavy-handed with the herbs. But then I figured it'd be all right. The rest of that, I don't. And then I'm just going to cover it. And I'm just going to let it sit and drain naturally. So I'm going to put it back here. And then here's the calendula. So again, I used the almond oil and some dehydrated calendula, and this has been steeping since Wednesday. Hi, GT. What's going on? I used kokum. I don't have a pen. And mango butter for the right lotion bar. I'm going to grab a pen and write that down. So I have not been interested at all in using mango butter because I don't like the taste of mango and I don't like the smell of it. So the mango butter, does it give off that mango smell? No mango smell. Thank you. Almond. You mean the oil? This is sweet almond oil. And I decided, because the very first time when I made the calendula salve, I used the jojoba oil, but I decided to go with the sweet almond oil because I figured if it got on my mouth or anything like that, I wanted something that was more edible. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I went with it. That makes sense. So I'm going to drain this, and I'm going to use my cheesecloth, and I'm going to drain it into a bowl because I want to measure out how much oil I get. That way I know how much beeswax to add. So I have my little plastic container. Actually, there's measurements on it that I use for soap and other stuff. I put in a microwave dishwasher, but I'm going to use it like as a double boiler today. I always struggle with cheesecloth. Maybe I don't use enough of it, or I'm not using it the right way. But it don't be doing what it need to do to strain. There's the oil. And this smells amazing. So then I'm just going to measure it. This is a half cup into here and see how much I have. No, this is 1/3 cup. Sorry. So I'm going to say 1.25 cups of the calendula oil. I need to pour some water out. And I need to look at my book and see how much beeswax I need. If you use the apricot oil for your calendula balm, and do you just love it? So here's my little herb and recipe books. I just write in here. So last time I got 1/4 cup of oil, and I used 2 teaspoons of cocoa butter and 3 teaspoons of beeswax. Let's do some math. Okay, so math is doing me correctly, and Gina's not here. I'm not the financial person, but I think this is 5 times, right? So the beeswax. So this is 12. We'll put 3 more in here. And let that all heat up. I'm going to cut off some of my cocoa butter. Just use this little block. And I'm just going to start shaving it off. So then that was about 10. And I'm just going to let that melt. All right. So other than that, what has everybody else been up to? What do you have planned for tomorrow for the Super Bowl? And who are you rooting for? Marcus usually watches, but because he's got to go to bed and get ready for work, he very rarely stays up and stays up to the end of the game. I never watch, but I always cook, or we at least will do like party foods or something. So I know I'm making him nacho dip. You're working, GT? Will you still be able to watch it, at least the halftime show? I did not even know Usher was doing the halftime show till like Thursday. Like, is that new? Is that change? But I'm making nacho dip. And then I want Pizza Hut. I love their hot honey wings. They're new. But I'm like, we can get a pizza and get some wings. That's what I want. Not been into football. Became a thing when MMA came a thing. Yes, they definitely have the game on. Okay. My hands feel amazing, by the way. So I don't even know who Marcus is rooting for. He's a Bears fan. So I don't know. And I haven't even asked. Now it's about gardening and video games. We got a splash of warm weather the other day. It was 60 degrees. I think it was Friday. It was 60 degrees. And then today it was back down to 30. Getting sick weather, which is why I was not feeling good last week. You're not doing anything, Miss Felicia? I'm not either. I'll have some food going, but that's it. I usually just have some food for him to graze if my father-in-law or if anybody stops by the house. But other than that, it is what it is. It's 40 degrees now, GT. I don't even know what the temperature is here. What it looks like. And I feel like it always takes the beeswax the longest to melt. $30. Mike says it's 30. It is 33 now. Here. He'll probably take a nap. Well, Miss Felicia, I'm going to call you on Duo. Say, what are we making today? Miss Felicia, what's your temperature? Probably like 70. Very weird, but we love the temp. Alaska is warmer than y'all. It is 65. I was close. Yeah, I don't know how Alaska is warmer than Indiana right now. Don't make no sense. You're almost finished with your blanket. Just need to weave in the ends. I showed Marcus a video of that cardigan. And I was like, Miss Felicia gonna teach me how to make this. He's like, really? No. No, you know I can't do that. I'm going to get frustrated and stop. But I know I'll have some A+ pointers. She's going to drop seeds tomorrow. We'll get it done. Hey, Allie Joe Place. What shea butter do you use? I don't know, and I have it in the other room. I'll go grab it. Hold on. I've always used this, and it's 3 1-pound bricks. So I have about 1.5 pounds left. Organic and unrefined, fresh and pure, handmade. It says Smell Good Beauty Care Products, and I get it from Amazon. But it's usually like a pack, 3 1-pound bricks. And I've cut into this one. This is about 1/4, not 1/2. Looks like that. And then this is the packaging it came in. 100% natural and homemade, unrefined. Smell Good Company. 3 ivory 1-pound bricks. Yep. We have to remove the snow off the roof this year. We have over 100 inches of snow in 2023. GT. Yes, Miss Ann. Wow, GT. I've been fortunate. I've never even contemplating having to get the snow off the roof. Let me check on this. And I have this going on low, medium. I don't want it to get too hot. See the beeswax still. It's starting to, but it's not melted yet. Hold on, be right back. I don't want to use all my tins for the calendula salve. So I have 2, these are 2-ounce tins, 2 4-ounce jars. And then I have some 8-ounce jars here that I will use if I need it. Just want to be ready. How do you use the calendula? So calendula is really good for your skin. They also said radiation burns if you're going through any type of cancer treatment. My mom is. So I gave her a tin. She has not used it just because hers did break the skin. And I was not thinking about that at the time. And I was kind of in this environment. If I had a thought, oh, I'm going to use this specifically for my mom, with her immune system being weakened, it would have been more sterile. I would have made sure everything was sanitized. I would have wore gloves, a mask. So told her not to use it, at least until her skin has healed. So she's just using what her doctor gave her. But it is good for radiation burns. If you're going through any type of treatment, it's good for your skin. I've been using it all over. I said earlier, I've been using it on my feet when I get out of the shower, and that's starting to boil. I'm gonna turn it down. But I've been using it on my feet when I get out of the shower, and I put my socks on. It does not look like, my toes do not look like I haven't had a pedicure since August. I'll say that. They did before. Now they just look like I haven't had a pedicure in a while, but not since August. So I feel like it's really healing, moisturizing. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Healing, moisturizing. So that is what calendula is good for. So just by adding a couple more ingredients, you're able to kind of like extract all those healthy, wonderful benefits from it. So I just put it in some oil and let the calendula infuse that oil. You can either put it in a pot and speed up the steeping method, or you can just let it sit for a couple of weeks naturally. And if you don't want to make a balm or a salve out of it, you could use the oil as is. Like I'm going to use the oregano oil. I'm leaving the oregano oil as is. I'm not going to make a salve or anything out of it, at least not right now. Castor oil. Castor oil for what, Miss Felicia? I do have some castor oil. I got that castor oil that my Renaissance grandma was talking about. And I don't have it on me. I can't think of the brand name of it. But I got some. I got it this week. So kind of like with my canning, I'm going to open these up and get them ready to pour into. And I'm going to go stir again. So I'm going to try to do like 4 little tins. And then I'll have the bigger bottles ready to go. Stand by. And it is still not ready. And one thing I really like about that little plastic container is because I can use that to pour directly into. When I did it the first time, I had to use just another bowl as a double boiler, but I didn't think about how the edges were hot or how I'm going to get like the perfect pour. So I like to use that little container. And I got that from Hobby Lobby for a couple of dollars. Hi, Billy. How are you? Welcome to the live. Definitely want to research using oregano oil. Castor oil will push other oils and salves into the skin. Oh, so you can add the salve. Then use castor to get more benefit. Thank you, Miss Felicia. Miss Ann wants to know, do you make salves? She wants to learn more about this. Yes, Heritage brand. that is what I got. And it was at my health food store. Because I remember when she told us about it, we went and looked online. And then I saw it at the health food store the other day. And I was like, Gina, what was the brand that my Renaissance grandma was talking about? And I sent her a picture and she was like, that's it. I got some. They actually have a lot of the Heritage brand. I know they had like the black Jamaican castor oil. They had rose facial toner, and they had I didn't realize like they have so much. Y'all, I made butter today. Butter. First time making butter ever. I said that because it's right here. I should just put it in the refrigerator. It's too warm in this kitchen. Also make a deodorant. I have not made salves yet, but I make herb infused oils. Awesome. Nice. How did I make it? I just got the heavy whipping cream and then I used the stand mixer because I was not doing that myself. The heavy whipping cream and just let it go. And just let it go. It's actually right here. So then we put the buttermilk in the fridge. I record it so I can do a short. I was waiting for it to cool down so I could tap and it falls. But like I said, it's so warm in here. I'm just going to put it in the fridge. But I'll show you. I made a mess out of it, okay? But I put some herbs in it, garlic, or I put a seasoning blend in it, and it smells amazing. I'm going to put it in the fridge. Yes, Mike, I actually like it. And now, like, if I ever see a recipe where it calls for buttermilk, I'm not buying it. I'm immediately just going to go buy some heavy whipping cream. Almost. I'm just going to stay right here and stir. And I don't have this on high at all. Yep. So I still see a couple little bits of beeswax in here. Here's my little setup right here. I got my tins. I'm just pouring them right in there. And I'm going to mix this a little bit more. I can see where it's still not 100%. I'll say like 95. So I'm going to use this big one. Okay. So just that quick, that's the calendula salve. And then I have this eucalyptus blend. So this is eucalyptus, peppermint, cardamom, thyme, and rosemary, steeped the same way. Kind of see how thick it is. And I did put in a teaspoon of peppermint essential oil and a teaspoon of eucalyptus essential oil because I wanted this strong. I want it strong. And I can smell it through the jar. It's strong. I'm going to use this. So once again, I want to be able to measure it. And if I do it this way, I think that was better. Much, much better than the first time. And I'm going to squeeze it again, just like the first time. My sinuses are already being cleaned out. So this is the 4th cup. And this is just under 1 full cup. Look how green that is. So I'm going to do the same thing, the same measurement. So I use 3 teaspoons to every 4th cup. I'm going to put 2 more in. Yeah, 2 more in here. And then here is my block of cocoa butter. So I'm just going to shave some of it off. And I'm going to use 2 for every 4th cup. And I know my measurements are not accurate, okay? And I'm just going to let that do the same thing as the first. Thank you regarding the shea butter info. Where do I get my herbs? I have, you're welcome, Allie Joe Place. You are welcome. We have a health food store not too far from us, and they sell them. So I will get them from there if I'm looking for, I usually only get about maybe 6 ounces. If I need anything more than that, like I have a pound of chamomile. This is US Wellness Naturals. So a pound of chamomile and a pound of lavender, just because I use the chamomile and lavender for teas, not only for other stuff, other oils that I might make. So I wanted a lot of those. And I actually made an amazing Sleepy Time blend tea. I liked it so much, I just made up a big batch and put it in a quart jar. It's over here on my tea station. But I will put like lavender and soaps sometimes. Does the jar method take forever? What do you mean jar method, Miss Ann? The jar method. Nah, maybe 10 minutes. What's the jar method? Just letting it steep like naturally. It goes from whipped cream to it goes from whipped cream to butter pretty fast. Yeah, I'm gonna say about 10 minutes. It took me a little bit longer because I didn't know what speed to have the stand mixer on, so I had it on like the lowest level. And I saw it was going really slow after about 3 or 4 minutes. So then I turned it up, and then I was like, okay, it's got to go faster than that, Tia. Yes, mason jars for the grands to do. I just use a stand mixer. How do you do it in a mason jar? Do you shake it? Wow, that's a lot of lavender. I know. I did not realize it was that big until it arrived. Trying to catch up. Mike, do a video on your butter. Yes, do a video on the butter, please. How much do I sell the tea for? Miss Felicia, I'm not selling no tea. I just did that the other day. I literally just made that. When did I make the tea? It was when you were alive. Because I had did all those, so it was Wednesday. I had did all those oils and got them steeping. Then since I had all the herbs out, I just went and made the tea. So that's new. You want me to send you some now? You need some tea? What's in my sleepy time tea? Okay, so I cheated with my sleepy time tea. I might have saw a commercial for it. And I was like, I'm not buying that. But since you decided to list your herbs. So, chamomile, passion flower. I got it right here beside me. Chamomile, passion flower, skullcap, oat straw, and lavender. And I just did equal parts for them all. So I think I have a half a cup of each in there. Add salt at the end. Heavy whipping cream and shake. Gotcha. That's a lot of shaking. Just shake it. That is I don't know. I feel like that is a lot of shaking. You need some tea. No mint. No, I didn't put any mint in it. I did add honey. I've only did it twice. I did it Wednesday night. Thursday night, I came home way too late. So Wednesday night, I have not been feeling well. And every night I have been taking like some type of like sinus stuff to feel better. But Wednesday, I did not take the sinus stuff. I took the tea on Wednesday. And when I woke up Thursday morning, I just felt like so congested and like mucusy. So I had planned on taking the sinus stuff again just to completely get rid of all the sinus stuff. And we got home really, really late Thursday night. And I just went straight to sleep. But when I woke up Friday morning, I felt fine. So last night, I took the Sleepy Time blend again. And I took it around 11, maybe 11:30. And was out. I was out and I stayed asleep. I have insomnia, so it's hard for me to stay asleep. I stayed asleep. I woke up bright and bushy-tailed at 7:00 this morning. I was like, all right, Marcus, wake up. We got to go do stuff. Go to the grocery store. I felt so energized. I got a good night's sleep. I'll drink some more. I'll probably just make like a whole kettle and kind of sip on it because I know Marcus had wanted me to make some too. Hope my mom has a speedy recovery. Thank you. Thank you. She is doing well. She's got 2 more chemo treatments and then we're done. So prayers for my mom. Thank you. That's why you said the grands. I'm going to have to do that for my grands, but I could see them being like, gee, Mom, this is not fun, and putting it down. But yeah, I would have to do that for my grands. Anything to keep them busy. Have to check out Hobby Lobby. Yes, I do love Hobby Lobby for the container. Thyme or mullein will help with the congestion. Goldenrod for sinus. So I have not been able to find goldenrod herbs. I have looked around here and either I don't see it at all, or I'm not sure if it's goldenrod or something else. The couple of places that I've seen it. And I looked on Azure. They didn't have any. My health food store does not have any. I haven't checked Amazon, but I have been looking for goldenrod for a while. And I have some mullein, and I didn't know if I could steep the mullein the same way, Miss Felicia. And and make like a salve or something out of that, because I actually have chronic congestion, and it's so bad that I don't always realize that I'm congested until like I'm not congested. And I'm like, this is what it likes to breathe. So I'm always congested. So anything to help with that is a plus without having to take like a medication or something. Just promise whoever gets first taste. Oh, it was amazing. Marcus and I just had a little bit, but I was like, that's good and easy. You don't have any grand? Guess I will have to train my goats to churn the butter. My grands would say their arms are tired. I can see them saying that. Thyme tea helps. Okay. Then I can make a blend of thyme and mullein. Let me check this. So that's going. I need to let the beeswax fully melt and mix in. I'm looking at the calendula and I can see where like the beeswax that didn't melt all the way, it has started to harden already. So FYI, let it melt all the way. Don't be in a hurry. I'm just opening up my other tins for the other ones. Use a hand mixer. Yes, use a hand mixer. I'll be using a hand mixer. It was easy. Only thing was at the end, once like the butter started to form, it did start like splashing. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I wasn't ready. And I was trying to record it too. And I'm like, it's a mess. I need like a cover on it or something, but I love it. Give the milk goats hula hoop, Billy. Where did I get that cup? It is perfect. On the stove, that little pour thingy, Hobby Lobby. It was like we're in the soap and candle making section. But yes, it's perfect. I love the little pour spout, dishwasher safe, microwave safe, obviously double boiler safe. I have two. I use them for so much. You have an antique butter churn? Goat cream just isn't enough for butter. I want a Zebu cow. Billy, where are you? If you don't mind saying, what state are you in? Micro is buying a cow. And if you guys are content creators and want to share out your channel, I believe you just need to type in Hey Love. Hey Loves with the S. I don't think I turned Nightbot off. So I think Nightbot should still be on. I just never say anything. Let me see. I think it's in my banner. Nope. Yes. So here it is. You can type in Hey Love in the comments section to share out your channel. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and share me out. Trying to get the comments to pop back up. I'm not ignoring you. It's the comments have disappeared. There we go. Nightbot is asleep. Maybe I turned it off. I don't remember turning Nightbot off, but maybe I did. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm petty. I might have got mad at something. I was like, I'm turning it off. And this smells amazing. I am purposely standing over it, getting all that eucalyptus and mint. All right. I'm gonna get my jars over here and get them ready. Not quite. This is where I took it off last time. I need to be patient and let that beeswax melt and fully integrate. Hey! That's not Nightbot. That's Miss Felicia. Thank you, Miss Felicia. Let's say it is working. Thank you, Miss Felicia. And I believe Billy said Montana. Yes, Montana. Wow. So after this, I actually am going to make up some rosemary oil so I can start steeping that. I always like to do oil blends when I'm getting my hair braided. And I put it in like one of those little like squirt bottles. Keep my scalp moisturized and conditioned. And I'm about to get my hair braided. So I want to have some rosemary oil on hand for when I get that done. I love rosemary. I do too. I do too. You know, I have that rosemary plant out there and I have never harvested from it. At this point, I'm honestly afraid. Like I have always let rosemary do her thing back there. I water it, but it's not a top priority of mine. I just let it be. And I feel like as soon as I cut or clip from it, it's gonna like, whoa, Ain't nobody tell you to do that. And die. So I've just never done anything. Do it. I know. I need to. What do I recommend for second degree burns? I don't know, Billy. But I have all these books. And we have some fantastic content creators in the channel. What do you guys recommend for second degree burns? I did burn my finger today and I did put some calendula on it, but I just did that. That doesn't say anything. My mom would always say put butter on it. Pruning encourages new growth. All right, Nikki. You gonna get a phone call. If she just have a fit and pass out. Yes, this is a very thick book. This is Khadija. Her channel was Her Healthy Home, but she's recently switched it to her name. She is a awesome herbalist, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I was on her website the other day, and I think she has a book bundle sale. I didn't click on it because I already have her books. But I think she's got a sale on her books. Check them out, y'all. Aloe. Yes, you're right. I knew that. And we have some aloe gel. Mimi used to swim when she was in high school, and she would get sometimes get sunburnt like on her shoulders and stuff, and we would put aloe. And I would always keep aloe on hand. I have some plantain. And I have some comfrey. I really need to get going on it. On all my stuff. Okay. All right, I think it is blended in well. I still see some beeswax. I still see it. So it's very faint, but I just want to make sure I get it all. Okay. So here's the calendula, and it's already started to harden. You can see where the beeswax and this is the eucalyptus that I'm pouring. I need one. I just want to cover those. So here's my rosemary. And I'm going to fill it a little over half. And I'm going to use olive oil. I just want to make sure it got through. And just like that, my rosemary oil is done. I did that backwards. I should have did it in the smaller container. And that's it. That is it. So then I just turn that on low. I will leave that on low for as long as I'm awake. And then when I'm done, I'll just take it out of there, put it on the counter. I'll put a towel up under it, but put it on the counter, and that's it. Rosemary infused oil. What? I put aloe on it, but was wondering if honey would keep it clean and heal faster. Calendula enhances circulation and connective tissue regeneration in the dermis. Comfrey contains the cell. Calendula I better add to my garden this year. Thank you, Google. Honey butter is good. Well, guess I'm seed shopping for calendula. Thank you, Miss Felicia. Yes, Yaz Apothecary is her website, and she sells bulk herbs. And so she has her books, she sells bulk herbs, and then she also sells some of her tea blends. And I feel like you can also sign up for classes if you want to take any type of herbal classes. You can sign up on her website as well. Honey is antiseptic and helps with healing. I will put, because you know Chewy is old as dirt, my dog. But when I feel like he's not feeling well or something, I'll put a little bit of honey in his food. Because it is, like Miss Felicia said, a natural antiseptic. And he likes it. But I also have Forte, Forte Health. And I got this on Amazon, but they sell natural antibiotics for animals. And I just shake it up real good and put it over their food. You can put it directly in their mouth. Chewy doesn't mind it. Kodak hates it, so I have to put it in Kodak's food. Hey, Bayou Sugar Garden. What's up, girl? TT, glad I called you. calendula items too. Yes, do it. So this contains, I just saw it, clove, olive leaf, thyme, oregano, cranberry, and echinacea. All stuff that we use. Yes, natural antibiotic for plants. So our senior dog is so old, so very old, that I don't take him to the vet anymore. I just, care for him myself. It's been working so far. But yep, so this is his little natural antibiotic when I feel like he's off or not feeling well or has tummy ache. And then I'll give him probiotics and all that stuff too. So I did tell Marcus today, I was like, Marcus, I think this is going to be Chewy's last year. No, he's fine. He's still got another 4 or 5 years in him. That would make him 30. I'm exaggerating. But I'm like, he doesn't have 4 or 5 years in him. I'm like, no. Thought I was going to have to prepare Mimi, but obviously it's you. So, yes. I really do think. I think this is going to be it. This is going to be the year. We trying to keep him, but it seems like it's just been one thing after another. So he's not in pain. He's not in pain. He's eating. He is getting around, but you can just tell like stuff is taking a toll on him. But he eats, so I'm gonna let him eat, and he's not in pain, so he good. That old man outlived. He really did. He really did. He is pushing. Yes, Brownie is 16. I understand. Having senior pets is hard. It is hard because I'm like, what now, Chewy? Like, we got to research and we doing all this stuff. And it seems like the blows are coming more often, but he not in pain and he eating. So he doing good. Not good. All right, y'all. Those are my herbs. So did the calendula salve and the eucalyptus chest rub blend. Shut up. 30 for real? That was amazing. I'm amazed, Mike. Wow. Oh, I'm amazed. And that was your childhood cat. She had diabetic. She was a diabetic too. How did you know she was diabetic? Because you took her to the vet. Like I said, I haven't taken Chewy. Right. What was you feeding that cat? What was you doing, Mike? He back here. He just woke up. So I just want to take a peek at. And I only covered it so like the rosemary wouldn't get in it or anything. There is still some oil from the calendula that I will probably just keep to have. Let these continue to steep. And same with the eucalyptus. There's still some oil in there. So I want to get all of that oil. And then there's this oregano oil that I also am just going to let steep naturally because I just want the oregano from it. And I might, looks like there's some seeds in there. Can you see them? So I will probably strain this again. But I'm just going to let this steep naturally. Because I'm just going to let that oil be. And then we have the eucalyptus, the calendula, and then the rosemary. I got to touch it. Nice. It smells so good. Past when you was a teen. Let me go back in the comments. Wow, how wonderful. Mike was crazy thirsty with Pat. Wow. I had a 17-year-old cat and she plays the old lady card. I'm done. It was my mom's childhood cat. Wow. We had a cat live 23 years and I thought it was amazing. Passed away when I was a teen, Mike says. Chewy. I think we got Chewy when Mimi was like 7 or 8. We thought we got Chewy and another dog, another little Shih Tzu. We were told that they were both about 3 or 4. When I took them to the vet, we were told that they were more like 8 or 9. Like I said, Mimi was like 7 or 8 then. Mimi will be 21 next month. So we've had, let's see. So we've had Chewy 13 years. Han died, Han Solo and Chewy, Chewbacca. Han died about, Kodak, it will be 4. So Han died about 6 or 7 years ago. And I would always say that I hoped Chewy went first because Chewy was attached to Han. And we didn't want like Chewy to miss him or be like heartbroken or anything. But yeah, Chewy has outlived them all. Nerd. When we got Kodak, I wanted his name to be Luke. Like me and Mimi were dead set. His name is going to be Luke Skywalker because we got Chewy and Han Solo. But Marcus named Kodak because he was supposed to be Marcus's dog. You see how that went. I should start calling him Luke. All right, guys. So I think I asked earlier, but I don't remember if I saw it. Who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl tomorrow? I couldn't even 100% tell you who's playing. We had a Luke German Shepherd. Then my mom got a girl dog and we wanted her to name her Leia and she wouldn't do it. They're not trying to like follow the flow. Haters. You don't really care. I don't either. I don't. I really don't. I will probably I won't be watching. I know that. Marcus would be in this man cave and you don't watch football. Couldn't tell you who was playing. Right. I couldn't tell you who was playing either, Miss Ann. I don't know what I'll be doing. I'm not watching. And usually, like, I don't even watch the halftime show. Now, I might watch it, like, the next day on YouTube or something, depending on who the performer is. But whereas I used to, I got to see the halftime show. I don't even do that anymore. You had Jedi, Yoda, and Luke German. Oh. I know this girl at work. Her dogs are named Skywalker. Was that dog's name? Skywalker, and then the puppy's name is like Wiccan or something, because in the books or something there's a Wiccan or something. I don't know. Wicked, some with a W. I never say the dog's name around her. I just be like, oh, what's the puppy doing? Because I don't know what it is. But them that's a nerd because it's in the book. My son broke the cycle and named the dog Delta. It's always one. Marcus had to be the hater. So we got Kodak. I'm just there for the commercials. I feel like now the commercials, it's kind of like a movie where I kind of already seen the commercials because they've been online or something like that. So I don't really do the commercials as much either. I named some of my goats after the Ewoks. What is that, Mike? Yep, Bill. So is there an Ewok named like Wicked or Wiccan or something like that? Because I feel like now that you say that name is from an Ewok. Ewok speak, I'm done. Ewok language. All right. So yeah, I have that rosemary oil back there and it's on low. You don't want it to boil. So I'm just going to leave it on low, probably while I pick up the kitchen and put things away and start the dishwasher, let the dogs out. So I'd be up. Wasn't Chewbacca a Wookiee? Yes. And I think that's where Chewie got his name from, because he, when his hair grows over, he kind of looks like a Wookiee and you can't see him and everything else. So when we got Han, his name was Keelan. And I was like, that's too much like a human name. So I was like, what are we going to name him? So we were like, Han Solo. And that was his name. And I didn't like when people would call him like Han or Hans. There's no S on his name. His name is Han Solo. Remember his name. Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not going to keep you because I'm not talking about anything. I'm really not. But I'm going to let y'all go. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions on any teas or anything like that, let me know. Because Miss Felicia, I will be making that mullein and thyme. Let me go back. I'm going to have to go back in the comments because I feel like there was another one you said for the congestion. Mullein, thyme, and something else. And I said I have it. I don't remember. But I'm going to go back in the comments and I'm going to look because I really do want to make tea and get this right. But that's it. Thanks for making those herbal salves. I'm excited to make some. Please do. I was blown away. So this is going to be my thing. Like, I'm going to make them. All right, y'all. But I'm going to go. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.